In a crowded synagogue, a man stood alone. No strength, no hope, just a withered hand, a broken spirit, and an unexpected encounter with grace. He wasn't supposed to be healed. The Sabbath was sacred, a day of rest, not miracles. But Jesus saw beyond the rules, into the heart of compassion. He didn't see a law too rigid to bend. He saw a soul too precious to ignore. One command, one moment of faith, one miracle. Stretch out your hand, Jesus said. The man obeyed, and wholeness flooded through him. This wasn't just a healing of flesh. It was a restoration of spirit. Jesus' actions remind us that true faith isn't about following rules. It's about following love. And when tradition tells you to stay silent, maybe that's exactly when your voice is needed most. In the face of judgment, compassion speaks louder than law.
Matthew 12:13, Jesus commands a man with a withered hand to stretch out your hand. The man obeys, and his hand is restored, whole and healthy, like the other. This event occurs in the context of Jesus' dispute with the Pharisees regarding the Sabbath laws. Here's a more detailed breakdown. The setting: Jesus is in a synagogue on the Sabbath, and a man with a withered hand is present. The question: the Pharisees are watching Jesus, looking for a reason to accuse him of violating the Sabbath law. Jesus' action: Jesus challenges the Pharisees' strict interpretation of the Sabbath by asking if it's permissible to do good on the Sabbath. He then tells the man to stretch out his hand. The healing: the man stretches out his hand, and it is immediately restored. The Pharisees' reaction: the Pharisees are not pleased. They leave and begin to plot how to kill Jesus.
So St. Paul says, do not be conformed to the world. Don't be like the world, but rather transform. And then the question is, St. Paul, how do I get transformed? How do I change from a worldly being into a spiritual being? How do I come out of this sick, filthy, evil world, St. Paul? He says, but rather be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because that's where it all started. It started in the mind. You must go back to the mind by the renew of your mind. Now the word renew is a compounded word. There is the re prefix to go back, and the word new here is not new in the sense of something brand new for the first time ever. No, new here literally means origin. He says, by the renewing of your mind, you are only being able to be.
Breaking news out of Haiti, where an American YouTuber and his Haitian guide have been released after a harrowing 2-week kidnapping ordeal. Addison Pierre Malouf, known online as Your Flawarab, and Haitian journalist Jean Sacrechon Rubens were freed early Monday morning local time. The pair had been abducted by a gang, while Malouf was attempting to interview notorious gang leader Jimmy. Sources close to the situation report that both men are in stable condition and are currently being debriefed by authorities. Malouf is expected to return to the United States later today. The U.S. State Department has confirmed the release but declined to provide further details, citing privacy concerns. This incident highlights the ongoing security challenges in Haiti, where gang violence and kidnappings have surged in recent months. We'll continue to follow this developing story. Stay tuned for updates on the circumstances of their release and the broader implications for safety in the region.
In a world filled with chaos and pain, Jesus looked upon humanity with eyes of love. He saw our brokenness, our longing for hope. While others sought power and fame, Jesus walked a path of humility and grace. He listened to the outcasts, touched the untouchable, and loved the unlovable. God didn't choose Jesus because he was perfect. He was perfect because he was God's chosen one. When faced with the impossible task to bear the sins of the world, Jesus didn't hesitate. He embraced the cross. With every step towards Calvary, Jesus showed us what true love looks like. In the end, Jesus didn't conquer death because he was mighty, but because he was merciful. So when we ponder why Jesus came, the answer is simple. In a world deafened by darkness, he became the light and showed us the way home.